Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to open this Cosbi Bubblehead collection set of Star Wars. As you can see in the poster, these are all the villains that play throughout the trilogies and the animations. So in this box, it comes with 8 figurines, and as you can see in this box, these are the main 8 figurines I'm supposed to get. Unless you get the mystery one, then it's gonna replace one of the figurines here. So I'm just gonna briefly show you guys what they have. So the first one is the Darth Vader, the battle damage one, and then the Darth Vader Palpatine's new apprentice, Darth Maul, Savage Opus, Kylo Ren, Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, General Grievous, or the mystery. So don't worry, as I'm opening the box, I'm going to introduce them a little more background. But right now, let us open this box and see which one I get. If I can open the box. So I'm going to use the scissors to help me. So nice to open these boxes. So this is what it looks like without the plastic wrap. And as I mentioned earlier, it comes with 8 boxes, so I'm just gonna take them out. I'm not exactly sure which one I will get, so I'm just gonna randomly selecting which one I will pick. I have no idea. So let's see what we get. Okay, so as you can see, the first villain I got is the Darth Sidious. So for those of you who are not a Star Wars fans, he is actually the main villain throughout the trilogies, especially the original trilogy. And you also know him if you watch the New Hope, and you can tell Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi, you will see that he was the mastermind who actually turned Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. And you can also see the prequels before the New Hope, like Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace, and so forth. He is basically a senator who turned into an emperor by manipulating Anakin Skywalker. He was basically grooming him, okay? The whole time, you know, trying to lie, putting fear into him. And sadly, the Jedi just let him doing that. So basically, he used all those strategies, using also like lots of Sith, lots of power, lots of like you know, sidekick and so forth, to help him to get what he wants. And he basically controlled the empire for 30 years or so forth. And then of course he in the sequels, or the last 3 movies trilogies of Star Wars, he actually became the clone. I don't know how that happened. At this moment, there's still no particular show how he got into the way he did. So basically, just explaining that he just returned, which I think that was the stupidest thing that made that last movie was very bad. So, but anyway, he is the mastermind of all this drama in the galaxy far, far away. And he's creepy. He looks creepy here. Ugh. Anyway, next let's see which one do I get. Should I get Darth Maul? Let's see. Okay, so I got the Darth Vader battle damage. So I'm assuming they're referring to this one from the Obi-Wan series when Obi-Wan confront Darth Vader for the first time. Oh no, actually not the first time. Maybe like a few episodes later, in the Obi-Wan series. Like I said, basically Obi-Wan use a lightsaber and open up half of his helmet, and this is why it's called the battle damage. Another possibility is when in the Rebel animation, when Ahsoka also did the same thing and caused half of his helmet open up to his face. So I'm not exactly sure which one they're referring to, but either way, it is one of the, Ahsoka and Obi-Wan were the only ones that were powerful or strong enough to damage him like this. So this is very cool. You can see half of the Anakin Skywalker, and then some faded color, some I guess like damaging and stuff. It's very cool. And also his head is one of the small Cosbi bubble head that actually can dangle. So that's very cool about that. Okay, next, moving on. To be honest though, I'm not a big fan of Obi-Wan series. They had so much potential, but for somehow they mess it up. So I wasn't very happy about that. And then I finally get General Grievous. So basically what he is one of the characters you saw in the prequel trilogies. So basically he is supposed to be a Jedi or a human that turned into a machine. So I'm not exactly sure the real background. I guess you have to read some books because they did mention something in the movie, but it's not precise. So I guess that you really have to research, like you need to Google up online or just read the book about him. So basically what happened is that he was a human who decided to turn into a machine because he believed humans is a weakness because they think they cannot think like a robot or something like that. And most of the time when you see him, he will often cough up. And when he died in the Revenge of the Sith, that was when Order 66 came upon. And so basically the Clone War dies with him. He was the reason why the Clone War died, because he was the one that, I guess supposedly he was the one who started the Clone War, even though the mastermind is General Sidious. So anyway, or Palpatine, or whatever you call him. So so he has a lot of lightsabers, and the reason is because that all these lightsabers are the ones that he stole after he destroyed a Jedi. So I think he had more than that, or maybe I was wrong, but he usually used them and then just rotate and being a badass. So he is one of the very cool characters in the Clone War as well as in the prequel trilogies. I would highly recommend you to read his more history background of him. He is a very interesting war criminal, and they did a good job talking about him in the Clone War as well. So anyway, moving on to the next box, and I'm thinking about giving the remaining, maybe I will get Darth Maul. Let's see. Okay, so I got Count Dooku. So Count Dooku is another like a Pada, I think he was a Padawan for I forgot what is the name of the Jedi who was played by Liam Nelson. So basically he was the Padawan of Neo Nathan. But I think that after he died in the Phantom Menace by killed by Darth Maul, he lost his trust in the Jedi and then turned and worked for Palpatine. And so you saw him in the Clone War and also the Revenge of the Sith. But I mean, he was basically beheaded by Anakin Skywalker in the Revenge of the Sith, and that's when Anakin joined the dark side as the new apprentice of Darth Sidious. Anyway, he is very powerful. He fought with Yoda, but he was able to fight against Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, basically like broken them, and also cut Anakin Skywalker's hand in the Clone Wars. So basically he is a very strong character, and sadly he died before the Empire, you know, when the Senator Palpatine took control of the Empire. So basically he was just a pawn. He's really just a, you know, another tool for Palpatine to have control of the Empire. And I think that in the Clone War they do talk about him as well. He does appear, but not that much. Okay, so finally, we come to Darth Vader, Palpatine's new apprentice. So basically, this is, I think, referring to the third movie, which is the Revenge of the Sith, when he beheaded Count Dooku and joined the dark side after killing Mace Jedi, when Mace was trying to kill Palpatine, and he was like, no, he has to go to trial, but then in the end he just killed Mace, and that's when his eye turned red, and then joined the dark side. So this is him before he got chopped up by Obi-Wan and lost his limbs and get burned. Okay, so I think that's all. So for people who ask why did he join the dark side, so basically, like I said before, he basically was groomed by Palpatine since the beginning of the Clone War. So basically, like, he trusts him, and then he put fear in him by saying that, like, if you don't listen to me to do this and do that, you will lose your love, which was Queen Amidala. And you know, when she got pregnant, he had all these weird dreams of you know, losing the babies and stuff, and sadly in the end she died and he lost his children. So basically, anyway, this is another character. This is Darth Maul. So basically, in the Phantom Menace, he killed Qui-Gon Jinn. So that was the characters Liam Neeson was playing. He killed him, and then Obi-Wan chopped him into half. So we were assuming that he died in the Phantom Menace. He was the Sith that actually had that awesome, you know, intro with the lightsaber with both sides. So anyway, he died, or before he died, but then he got resurrected. He didn't die, I'm not very sure, but in the Clone War, many people was like, why is he still alive? It doesn't make sense, but with the witch magic, he got his limbs back and so forth. So, but in the history of it though, he does have a very sad background. I mean, his culture, the place that he was born, he doesn't really have a choice. So there was a lot of anger, but in the Rebel animation, he got killed by Obi-Wan. he has a very sad history of him. I mean, he is a nemesis. He is very cool and manipulative in many ways. He also caused, like, you know, lots of death, but in the end he also, you know, he was just one of those villains that, you know, he will never succeed, you know, no matter how much you try. He is a memorable villain. He is one of the major villains in the Clone War animations and so forth. So he is one of the major characters in the Star Wars history. Okay, and then also got this Savage Opus. So basically, he is a less known villain. That's because he's only appeared in the Clone War in a few episodes of few seasons. So what happened is that he's also have a very similar background culture from Darth Maul. They're actually from the same, you know, planet. As you can see, the horns and stuff. He was actually not a very bad person. He actually tried to save his brother. Unfortunately, he ended up killing him after he got the witchcraft. So basically, what happened is that he's actually didn't want to be doing all this like fighting and stuff. But with the witchcraft, I think it was Sarge want to put revenge against Dooku for betraying her. So that's why that she went back to the planet, find a guy, and then the most strongest one of that planet, and then put witchcraft on him with the power of the mother of the Darth Maul, and then make him like trying to join into the Empire, work under Dooku as an apprentice, and then somehow when the time is right, trying to kill him. So he became one of the most strong characters, but of course in the end his plan failed. He wasn't able to kill Darth Dooku when he found out, and then I guess that he ended up joining Darth Maul, because that he actually, I think he was the one who resurrected Darth Maul, because he sees Maul as his brother, because he is much more bonding as the brotherhood. He sees himself more like a brother. He always wants to save his brothers than really seeking for revenge for a stupid war. So basically what happened is that he ended up working with Darth Maul for whatever reasons. I forgot what's the main reason, but in Rebel they fought, but then he ended up getting killed by Palpatine because he got very strong, and then Palpatine got very scared, and then so he ended up fighting and destroying Opus. So he also have a very sad ending, even though by the end of his death, he actually very happy that he died, because he doesn't really want to live like that. Because after, when he was almost dying, his witchcraft was like disappear, turn into green gas, so that he was still able to return to his original form. Less stronger, smaller, but he was much more humane. So he also have a very tragic ending. So okay, finally this is the last boss. So again, I don't think I'm gonna get the mystery one. So in the end, I probably gonna end up getting Kylo Ren. I am not a big fan of Kylo Ren because I don't think that he's really like a villain. And I don't know, I'm not really, also don't really like the sequel as well. But anyway, he does play a major role in the sequel. So here he is, Kylo Ren. So he was played by Adam Driver, and he was the son of Leia and Han Solo. So his original name was Ben, but I guess that for some reason Luke Skywalker trying to kill him because seeing him so powerful, and then he turned into the dark side, and for some reason he admired Darth Vader. So anyway, the story doesn't really make sense, and then in the end he also killed his own father Han Solo in the fast prequel, I mean the fast sequel, and then like for somehow that he ended up falling in love with Wei, and then you know he trying to save the day and so forth, blah blah blah. I'm not really into the sequels. To me, I try not to think about it exists. But I mean, he was very interesting at the beginning of the sequel, and then he just went into hell. But anyway, of course, some of the people like Star Wars. It's really up to you, but to me, he's the least villain, the least sympathetic one. I just don't understand the fact that how like Luke Skywalker want to kill him. They're just so not him. I think they just waste of like Mark Hamill, you know, Carrie Fisher, and also Harrison Ford to reprising their role, and then just kept giving them like a crappy script. So anyway, I really like these characters figurines. I think the coolest one is the Darth Vader one with the half face. Second is General Grievous, and then of course Mao and Anakin Skywalker. The other ones, I'm not saying that they're not cool, but like just you know even though Palpatine is like, you know, the mastermind of the villains, it's just not really like something like my favorite characters in the Star Wars. And then Dooku, they're just like, you know, some extra villains that are working for him. Anyway, this is how I feel. If you're a big fan of Star Wars, definitely go get one set. I mean, you have all the villains. I don't know when are they gonna plan to do this again. So I would highly recommend it. If you get a mystery one, it will be also a plus. But overall, I think this is a very nice set to collect, as well as the previous Star Wars set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys find this helpful in determining if you guys want to set up this. If not, it's okay. I'm sure that they will come with all the set as well in the later future, but I would highly recommend it if you are, you know, into Star Wars. I just think they just have some of the cool collections that they have been making, and this is awesome. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.